For this project, I chose to research the occupation of lawyer. I did this because the topics of government, law, and politics have always interested me, and knowledge of these topics are used by lawyers every day. Typically, the job description of a lawyer includes the following tasks and duties: advising and representing clients in courts, before government agencies, and in private legal matters, communicating with clients, colleagues, judges, and others involved in the case, conducting research and analysis of legal problems, interpreting laws, rulings, and regulations for individuals and businesses, presenting facts in written or verbal form to clients and arguing on their behalf, and preparing and filing legal documents such as lawsuits, appeals, wills, contracts, and deeds. The specific duties that lawyers can have often vary, however, as lawyers can specialize in a variety of different areas, including bankruptcy, international, environmental, or corporate law. In addition to lawyers working in specialized fields, a sizable number of lawyers work for the government at every level. In order to become a lawyer, an extensive amount of schooling and multiple degrees are required, as the average amount of schooling that is needed after high school is 7 years. The process of becoming a lawyer can be split up into 4 major steps. The first of these is earning a bachelor's degree. This usually entails 4 years of study, where taking classes in English, public speaking, government, history, economics, and mathematics would be beneficial. The second step of becoming a lawyer is to get into law school by passing the Law School Admissions Test, or LSAT. This test measures the knowledge and quality of the applicants. The examination includes 5 multiple-choice question sections and an unscored writing portion. The LSAT measures the candidate's skills in areas that they will have to know about during future legal work, including reading comprehension, information management and analysis, critical thinking, reasoning, and arguing. Once students get into law school, they face the third step of becoming a lawyer, which is to attain a Juris Doctor or JD degree. In order to do this, 3 years of full-time study at a law school is required, in whichever field of the occupation one chooses. One popular destination for law students is Harvard Law School. There, it takes 3 years to achieve a JD degree, and the tuition is $59,550 per year. The fourth and final step to becoming a lawyer is passing the bar examination. This is an exam that tests students on their knowledge of constitutional law, contracts, criminal law, evidence, real property, and torts. Lawyers who want to practice in more than one state often must take the bar exam in each state. In addition, lawyers must keep informed about legal developments after graduation because almost all states require lawyers to participate in continuing legal education either every year or every 3 years. In order to successfully complete the training needed to become a lawyer, knowledge of many different subjects is required. One of these subjects is United States law and government. Lawyers need an understanding of this because they need to know laws, legal codes, court procedures, government regulations, and executive orders for their practices. Other areas that lawyers should be informed about include the English language, customer and personal service, administration and management, and computers and electronics. As well as knowledge, there are many skills that lawyers need to have in order to be successful. Some of these include active listening, critical thinking, speaking, reading comprehension, complex problem solving, writing, and decision making. Finally, there are many abilities that are important for lawyers to possess, some of which include oral expression, oral comprehension, written expression, speech clarity, and written comprehension. Lawyers are typically regarded as people who do well in terms of compensation, and the statistics back this up. In Minnesota, 90% of lawyers make at least $57,400 every year, while 10% make at least $187,200 on a yearly basis. The average salary for a lawyer in Minnesota is $111,100 per year. These numbers pale in comparison to those in California, however. In the Sunshine State, 90% of lawyers make at least $71,400 every year, and 10% of lawyers make at least $187,200 per year. The average salary for a lawyer in California is $142,600. The occupation of lawyer is one that is expected to grow steadily over the next 8 years. By 2024, there are projected to be 822,500 lawyers in the United States, which is a 6% increase from the 778,700 positions that were available in 2014. This means that there are projected 15,770 job openings annually. Unfortunately, the numbers here in Minnesota show a slower rate of growth. The Holland interest codes for lawyers are enterprising, investigative, and artistic. The enterprising aspect is shown through the way lawyers persuade juries to give the verdicts they want and through the way they communicate with witnesses or clients. The investigative part is exhibited through the ways they come up with strategies for cases and research past cases for information. The artistic aspect is also shown by the learned speeches that lawyers give during court trials. These 3 codes match up perfectly with the results from my career interest profiler. In addition, most of the results from my learning style inventory were compatible with the job description of a lawyer, from the high amount of visual components to the lack of sound. In terms of life experiences, my interest in writing and government contributed to my choice of lawyer because of their heavy involvement in the job's daily activities. Overall, I was surprised by the amount of paperwork that needs to be filled out by lawyers and the amount of schooling that is needed to become one. This has not deterred me, however, and becoming a lawyer is still something that I very much intend to continue pursuing.